All right, everybody, welcome back to the PTI Motorsports Xfinity Series this week. It's Saturday night racing tonight here from the home of NASCAR, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tonight for, I'm believing, around 130 laps or so. I'm guessing in this race tonight. See if we got a lineup here. Looks like we got a lineup. Look like Typical got the pole. We got Sludge make his debut tonight. We got Smoke in third, Chris in fourth, AJ in fifth, Shady in sixth, Big Ben in seventh. Not quite sure who this name is. Can't really tell. Then we got JD in ninth, Jocko, Davey, and then maybe that's double, I think, and then Dave rounding at the backfield. Looks like we got 12 drivers tonight, and that's maybe a couple didn't qualify, which is possible. See who that one name. Oh, that's Sky Pilot. That was in eighth. So then we got Dave Ace that was at the back, and then we got it was double. All right, double 22. So Dave Ace and double 22 in the back there. Double 22 was 11th, and Dave was 12th. So we had a good night last night at Bristol. It was a pretty exciting race. Some pretty good side by side racing that time. A lot of loose cars, a lot of banging into the walls, and some spins, and overall good race. The 7 JRM was able to take that win home for his third win of the series of the season in the Cup Series. So congrats to him. And we'll go tonight. We'll see who we can get in victory lane tonight. Not quite sure of the stage lengths either right now. I'm sure once we get in there, I'll get some info. I'm gonna try to bring up Typical stream here and get a view from him. Let's see if I can find it right now. That's gotta be it right there. That's not it. Okay. I don't understand when you type in someone's exact name and it doesn't show up. We'll just have to use it on the phone, I guess. I think he probably sent me a copy to this channel on my phone. I can get it there. And I can go over here to the library and look at my recents, and I should be able to get it from there. There we go. Oh, that's not, I don't think that. Let's go here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now we got a live feed from Typical. And so they are getting ready. They're all about in the lobby now. So it should be just another minute or two. We'll get going here. Excited to see these boys back at it at a mile and a half. Last week they were at Bristol, and I can't remember who won. Oh no, did I not get any invites? Don't tell me they didn't give me invites again. Oh, I did get some invites. I just didn't notice them. Oh no, I didn't. Let me get this on this Discord real quick. Make sure. There we go. Just in time. Just as I'm texting Smoke there that need an invite, he sends an invite. Now they're coming in. Got some from Shady. Got some from Smoke. There's another one from Shady. Good call, just in case. Make sure we don't miss any of the action in case something happens. I always get back in there. That's usually a good sign, though, when I see the invites. That means we're getting pretty close to going. Let me get back on the main here. Oh, yeah. Get all these messages sent out and the stream's linked to a few spots. Oh, it looks like Billy's in the chat. What's up there, Billy? Good to see you here. Should be getting to go here in just a second. Didn't get to join yet, but all right, cool. Yeah, I see you there, Billy. Yep, thanks. Just waiting for the confirmation for the join. I don't know if Typical's just checking something out. Maybe that's what he's doing. That's why it's going to the blue screen on his. We got an invite from JD. Did I even say JD in the qualifying? Some more from Typical. Looking good. We're getting some good invites here. Where did I see that? Where did I see that order? Let me get to that order here real quick. Give me 1 second. Just trying to get these links and stuff shared. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. Thanks, sir. 100 laps? All right. Thank you. All right. Thanks. All right. Well, that's Typical right there, folks. Giving me the confirmation to join in. So let's get in there right now. Here we go. Get into this action. Get that blue screen out of there. Let's see where I saw that qualifying. Oh, I did see. That's right. JD was ninth. Ninth he qualified. All right. So there's the order right there. I'm just doing a pace lap. We'll give you a view of the order. So we got 12 drivers. Typical on the pole. Typical's been fast recently. He's always fast with it. Lately, he's been picking them up and knocking them down. He did get second last night. JRM was pretty tough to beat, but Typical had a pretty solid run coming in second place last night. So we'll see how he fares tonight. Different series, different cars, but not too much different. A little slower, I suppose, but it looks like they're just getting on the track now, taking a pace lap as we load in. So if anyone out there has any picks they'd like to drop in the chat there. Oh, it looked like Billy already put Typical for the win. That's a solid pick right there. I'll go with, let me see who I want to go with. Let's go. I'm going to take Sludge for the first, it's a one car, starting on the outside pole. First race. I don't even think I've ever met Sludge, but I've heard good things about him. And since this is his debut in the PTI series overall, I gotta go with him there, Billy. It's a beautiful sky here at Charlotte tonight. Getting into the evening. Get some nice colorful clouds up there. Typical was noticing that earlier. So we're getting ready to go here. We're coming to the line here. They're going to be hitting that restart zone and firing off. And we are green, boys and girls. Let's go. Let's go with a great jump right there. Took off on those boys right there. So it's going to keep it a little high. Smoke. Bringing it a little low, but gets in line. These guys can make a nice clean first turn here. Typical's gone already. We're just going to keep it here on Sludge for now. See a lot of blue and red and white cars out here when they come to Charlotte. It seems to be the theme. Oh, someone in the back already off the track. Cutting down some lawn a bit there. Not sure who that was. So we got 22 laps in this first stage. They're on lap 3 right now. Oh, a little bit of action back there. Let's cut it back there a little bit here for a second. See what's going on back here. Let's start pilot in 7. See what's going on here with JD and these boys in the back. Looks like the front's pretty steady. Getting loose. 47's going to go through the infield just a bit again. Let these other two boys separate them pretty good. We got a pass right here. JD to complete that. Looks like he's going to get off of there. Oh! Who is behind him? Who's the yellow car? Oh, that's Double. Double taking it real loose there. That's Dave Ace, and back up to the front. Looks like Typical's taking off. These guys are pretty much separated, the single file. So 4 car lengths between them all. Oh, see that. Chris Fest just getting a little loose there. 92. Nice looking car tonight. I'm getting a pass here with Smoke soon. He's getting pushing up on Sludge there. We've got them pretty strung out now. They're close, but they're all in single file. Nice looking sky in the back view there. Yeah, that's what I've heard there, Billy. That sludge is pretty good, man. I've heard some good things about him. I just never got the chance to race with him yet. So I'm kind of surprised. I think maybe once or twice we did in a practice race or something, just messing around, but I'm not sure if I've ever raced with him. But he's my pick for tonight, so I hope he, makes truth of the rumors. So we are getting pretty stretched out now. Oh, Billy's telling me Sludge was the Season 3 FTR champion, so there you go. What was Season 3 were you guys running? Were you running Cup or Xfinity at that time? Let's see what they were running. I'm trying to think that they did that. That came in Season 4, and they were... I'm sure if they were the Cup right before that. Let's see if we can get a confirmation on that. Cup, Billy's selling Cup. So, there you go. Season 3 FTR champion in the Cup Series. Keeping this, keeping pretty steady pace here behind Tipco in second place. Smoke following right behind them. Then we go a little bit back. We have Chris is fast. And AJ Storm, first Xfinity race. He's the co-owner of the league. Rocking that 16 car tonight for his first Xfinity race of the season. I think it's his first. Yeah, it's his first race of the season. What else we got here? Shady Acres back. We raced last night as well at Bristol. Had a 5th or 6th place finish too. Pretty solid run for him. Congrats to that. I got Big Ben in the 54. Billy's was a fan of Big Ben. He's probably rooting for him as well. Sky Pilot back here in the 7. Did he, might have to make a couple changes under pit road, try to get a little bit more speed out of that car, because he's not really moving as fast as he'd like to be, I don't think, right now. I'm trying to anchor in this field here. Oh, Joko must have had an issue right there. He is slow on the back. I don't know if he's going to drop it into the pits or just continue on. I don't believe damage is on in this series, so... Oh, did he just crank the wall there again? Yeah, I'm not sure where Double is, but we'll get back up here. Oh, there's Dave Ace. Right, he's in there too. We'll get back to the front. We got a pass. Sludge taking the lead here. Not taking it yet, but he's going to put it door to door. And got Smoke just lurking right there behind. So they have taken off of those other two. They're kind of in a little battle themselves. We're going to leave it right here on this front. So I'm going to try to tuck it back in, but didn't have quite the room, I don't think. We got 10 to go in the stage. Typical is able to get free a little bit here. Get a little bit of maybe a car length in there. Space, but they'll tuck right back up. See Sludge using another run after a couple more laps. Get it wound back up. Let's dip it down just a bit, but get back in line. Well, as far as I see, this is the best action on the track right now, and it just so happens to be the front 3 cars, so that's a win-win for the fans and for the racers. The battle right here between these 3. Typical has been able to keep the lead the entire time, but these guys have not let him get away at all. Not quite sure how the tire wear is for these guys tonight. I think they got a pit at least once in the stage. If I could get Typical to move his switch over to the fuel. Let's see. Oh, he just showed it. He did just show it. Let me go back and check that out. 3 still battling. We got a lap car coming up. He's got 4 left, so yeah, they're gonna have to pit in about 4 laps or so. That could shake things up a lot. Looks like something got shook up a little bit right there. Smoke's gonna get that inside. Should give him the advantage through turn 1 and 2. But if he can't clear him, that should give back the advantage to Sludge. Looks like that 47 gonna bring it right up to the wall, get out of the way for these boys. Smoke was able to clear, but during that allowed Typical just to take off. I think these guys can draft back up there and get him. They're going to be pitting in a couple laps, though, so we'll see some... Anyone's going to drop it in early, maybe try to get a tire advantage for a lap. We're going to stretch it a bit. I don't think these guys are able to stretch the fuel. I'm not sure if some of the cars in the back are just making a fuel run out of it. I'm sure if they did it from the beginning, they could make it, but I don't think these guys are. Looks like 22 is signaling to the pit. Looks like they might all be slowing down. Yeah, they're all coming in right now. Looks like everyone got in pretty good. Looks like Chris coming in behind him. Looks like everyone's going to be making the pits right now. Let's go through the field real quick, see if anyone's out there. We got Shady still out there. He's probably coming in. So a couple cars already had pitted and just finishing their pits. You see the other three leaders come in. What was that? Sky Pilot down there, JD down there. And Coco just came out. Double in the pits. Yeah, I think the 54, what was that? That was Big Ben. He's merging up right now. Here comes the leaders. Looks like, is that Sludge way ahead of him? Maybe he just took 2 tires or no tires? That looks like maybe no tires right there. That's probably just a 2 tire or no tire. Maybe the rest took 2. No, looks like looks like these guys took 4. I think Sludge might have made a move there. See how he can handle it though. It'll be interesting to see. We could have Dave Ace maybe trying to stretch this fuel. He's still out there as the leader. Sludge is second with a 5.5. Oh, shrinking quick. Oh, Dave Ace did drop into the pits. Sludge right now is about a 5-second lead, and it is shrinking. 4 laps to go. Be interesting to see Typical get there, if he can get there. You see the distance right there, the gap between them. There's a gap back to Smoke. Typical definitely gained on Smoke through that transition, but it's going to be tight. He's already picked up down to 4 seconds now on Sludge. He's going to move the 12 or the 19 right out of the way. Jeez, he's in a hurry. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but they're continuing on. I'll get a quick replay of it. Looks like Double came down right in front of Typical. Gave him no choice but to ram him. That's too bad. That could do it for Typical getting back there now. I think they're going to have 2 laps, and he's at 3 seconds to go. He's down to almost 2 seconds now. There he is. You can see the gap. This is the final lap we're on right now. So he's down to 1.8, but I don't think he's going to get him here. Let's get on that Sludge. It's my pick. His debut race. Making a little bit of strategy there, coming out and going to take the stage 1 win. As he crosses the stripe right here in just a moment. And there it is. So there you go. Congratulations to Sludge. First race. First stage win, you know. Keep it out there in front. Great way to debut. Don't have to really deal with anyone, meet any of the other drivers quite yet. You can meet them after the race. Keep them all behind you now, Sludge. Good stuff. So then we got Sludge in first, we got Typical in second, Smoke is third, Chris is fast fourth, and AJ Storm rounds out your top 5. And that's followed by JD. Looks like he made some moves, got up to 6. Big Ben in 7th, Skyplat at 8th, Shady in 9th, Dave Ace in 10th. I can't quite see the other 2. I think that would be JoJo and Double. Yeah, Double and JoJo. And Dave Ace actually all lapped down. But Dave Ace will get the lucky dog. So we'll re-rack them up here in about 15 seconds. And do it all again. Looks like 22 laps again for this second stage. Here we go. Looks like 22 laps. Sledge is going to keep that lead after the pits. Clean restart. See if Typical can get through these guys and get that jump like he did last restart. So he's going to get held up just a bit and not get that advantage. Let's see if we can keep this pack together a little more. Now these guys got a chance to adjust. As Typical just gives Sludge just a nice little ever so light tap. Oh, we got a big wreck. I think that's JD just went down on the apron, brings it right up in front. But I think he was the only one involved in that, and that may keep us under green. No, it looks like they're slowing it down for a caution here. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. Looks like we got a couple cars bouncing the wall there. Let's see if we can get up to JD. Oh, JD is in the pits. I don't know if he lost an engine or if he just brought it in. Looks like we got a few cars in the pits already. Let's see if these guys move at all in the next couple seconds. Hate to lose three cars already. Looks like they're still moving around. I wouldn't say they're done. They're coming out. Good thing. Yeah, they all pitted immediately. So I'm not sure if that's going to be a penalty for pitting there while the pits were closed. But they might just had no choice. They're going to be starting at the back anyways, so not sure if it's going to matter. We got the rest of the field pitting. There's your leaders. Well, this 20 is going to come in here and just donk that one car out of his pit stop. Really hope the crew down there is safe after that altercation. Looks like everyone's going to come out at once. 22 getting that lead off pit road. Big move right there. See if he gets that jump. Now this should take care of any fuel issues right here. Of having to pit later or trying to save. I think that'll be enough to get him there. We got 18 laps of fuel in the tank. I had 22. They went 2 laps and then a caution. Yeah, they should be able to make it now. See if anyone else is still in the pits here. Here we got JD and a 7 and a 16 all back down pit road. Not sure if that's just a pass-through or if they got to keep fixing the car or what they did on the first one. They might have just fixed the damage on the first pit stop and then come back, got their tires and that on the second. Or vice versa. Probably get tires the second. You know, get the damage fixed so you don't ruin those tires on this one lap ripping around. So there you got back up. JD was still in the pits though. Sure, there he comes. With the 19, gonna let these guys get the spot. I'm not quite sure what the two are doing. Hey, he's gonna let him by. They just went quite in order. Too bad, JD. You're gonna have to make a charge. He made a charge from the back the other day on Sunday. See if he can do it again. I did that on Sunday in our truck race in FTR. I can't even remember the track now. Oh, at Texas. Yeah, he went to the back a few times, and every time he kept coming forward, he kept getting wrecked again. But on the last run, he was able to come from last up into the 4th position. So good stuff for him. See if he can do it again. We did have some action there in the back, but it looks like they settled it out. That little bit of action on these restarts really strings them out. You can avoid some of that contact, but that little stuff right there, it gets the field a little strung out, and I'd rather see them all race nice and tight in the pack. They're getting a little crazy back there. Just gonna be able to drive away from these guys. Ooh, something into the grass again. Oh, another car out 7 is spinning through the infield. A couple cars back there got taken out. See if we can get back there on this. There's the 7 spinning still. So JD got through all that. I can't say the same for the 47. The 19. Dave Ace is still stuck down there. Looks like he's got power, but I'm not sure. Let's get back up to the front. We got a battle here. Oh! Oh, wait, they're under caution. I thought that was a battle because the smoke got into typical pretty good there, but we are back under caution. I guess I should have known that with all them cars spinning. Now, it'd be interesting to see if they bring it down pit road here after another couple laps, get some fresh tires. I know I would be if I was fifth, sixth back, I'd be bringing it in for some tires. Sprint cars might not. And I wonder if Typical brings it in, if they all stay out, or if he stays out, they all bring it in. Looks like Typical is going to drop it down. They're all going to follow. At least up now. Ooh, looked like Sludge was going to try to fake it. They all ultimately do come down pit road. So they're definitely good on gas now. They'll have 15 laps and there's 14 remaining now, another lap. So they'll be 13 when they get green. Looks like Sludge having a tough time getting into his pit box, as tough as I was saying it. Looks like Smoke wanted to use both. But they'll get it worked out. No harm, no foul. Typical going to retain that lead. So let's try this again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 3 other cars out there somewhere still. See if we can find them. The 19 and the 47 on the pits. Oh, and there's the other one. There's that one. Let those guys cycle back and catch back up to the field. And we'll get going under green again. So anyone out there listening and watching the video live or in the future throughout the week and that, if you guys could please drop a like and a subscribe on the channel. We're really trying to grow PTI Motorsports channel here and bring you guys some really good racing. Exciting, fast-paced racing here. And every little bit helps. You guys can hit the like button and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Get this channel growing and keep bringing you guys really good content, really good races and setups and things like that. So yeah, hit the like button, drop a subscribe on that. It'd be great. We appreciate it a lot. Thanks very much, everybody. So we're going to get back to green here in just a moment. I think Typical get that shot like he did before off of there. It's like a relatively slow restart, but I think Typical is going to jump out there pretty quick. Sludge going to bring it on the apron a bit there, and again. Trying to hook that tire, get a little more turn. Smoke going to bring it low though. Not sure if that's going to work the best. The high line out of 4 is a good way to go in. Okay, we got a decent little pack here at the front. Let's see if I can get one more back so we get a little more footage of that second pack. Oh, they're getting a little squirrely in the backpack. Kind of gonna let the picture tell the story here for a few moments. Just gonna get that wall a bit. Oh, smoking away the bumper to Sludge. We have 8 laps remaining. You guys are not letting Typical get away. Typical gets a great jump on that first restart, that initial lap or two, but then they catch the draft or just have their gears catch up, and they are right on them. Good fight going on up here. Looks like we're pretty stretched out in the rest of the field. Smoke and Sludge pushing each other, working together here, making up some good speed. We're going to bring it high now on Typical. See if they get around this outside on him. We're going to hold it down low, but them two hooked up is really fast. They might have said, enough's enough. We got to get around him now. We're never going to get around him. Underneath. Smoke going to stay up with Typical now. He's kind of just picking and choosing who he wants to push here. Oh, he's going to catch the apron just a touch. That's going to slow him down. Front 3 is hooked up. Oh, little bumper there. Sledge got the lead. Typical's going to give him a bumper, put him up into the wall. Oh, no. Sure how that's going to go over later on. We got the 16 of AJ going to get that spot too. And chat might be going a little nuts right now after that one. See if we can get an update on that later on. What quite happened there. Nonetheless, still got this little battle going on now. Just the two of them though might be a little tougher for Smoke to make a move. But looks like Sludge has got a fast car still back there. He might make up this time. Don't know if there's enough laps. There's probably only 5 to go. We'll get a lap count in just a second here. Oh, 3 to go. So, not looking like they're Sludge is going to get back to him, but 3 laps, they'll be side by side pretty much again. Ryan Blaney having some major trouble in the actual Bristol race right now. He was leading earlier. Now they're got the whole toolkit out on pit road trying to fix that thing. Broken tie link or whatever it is, toe link. But back to the action. I think we're coming on the white flag lap here. Maybe one more. I think they do have the one more. Yeah, this should be the white flag right here. And it is. So, Smoke be able to make one final dash here in the exit of 4 and maybe get this stage win. It's not looking like it, but we'll see here. Typical's going to bring it out of 4 and get the stage win. Let's see where. Looks like Sludge did get back to 3rd. Got around that 16 of AJ. He's going to be up on the wheel now. Ooh, he was looking like he was going to give a little bumper back to that 22, but he decided to protect the front of that car and just beat him on the track. So we got Typical, Smoke, Sludge, AJ, and Shady with the top 5 in that stage. Good for him. Followed by Chris, Big Ben, JD, Sky Pilot, and Dave Ace. Round up that top 10. So it looks like we got 56 laps left in this next stage, and then we're getting 18, 36, 54. They're going to have to pit at least twice and stretch it just a touch. Yeah, they're going to have to basically go 19 laps to get this in 2 stops. Which I think they were pretty much right at the number already, so they are going to have to find a way to save a lap or so if we don't get any cautions. We're back in the green. In the national lap. Oh no, they'll be able to go. The full tank is showing 53 after they dropped the 3 for the cautions there. Caution laps. Oh, AJ in the wall. A is tumbling through it, and he collects a bunch of cars. That is going to be a caution. That is going to be major damage for that 8 car, the 98 and the 92. That is not good for them. I'm not quite sure what happened. I saw AJ scrape the wall a bit. I'm not sure if he got pushed up there. And then he went tumbling through the field there. Taking out a few guys. Chris back here. The rest of the field coming. See if that guy had called JD in the 8, Chris in the 92, and Smoke in the 98, I believe it was. Yeah, it was. I thought I might have said AJ, but no, it's the 98 Smoke there. Well, definitely don't have to save fuel anymore. Get back up to this front car. This restart coming up soon here. Sure they're going to bring it into the pits. Well, Billy, if you're still out there, the picks are looking pretty good. I don't see Slow Sludges coming in 6th. It looks like your pick is out there, led every lap, I believe, so far. Maybe 1 or 2 he didn't, but looks like he's led the most. 16 is going to turn it right into that 22. Keep the wheels turned to the left. Don't know if there's something that we missed about that on the track, but a little crazy coming in. One car going to sideswipe to 16. Looks like they're all going to sideswipe that 16. They're not too happy with them. Nah, it's just the game. 16 going to come out with the lead, though. If you going to sideswipe me, you're going to take this lead. That's got to be 2 tires. It's not the worst idea. They only had, what, like 1 lap under green there? Little strategy. See how that holds up over this full run if they get it. I'd have to think, unless he can really take off on these guys over time, it's not going to quite work out. So I think he came in 4th or 5th. You come out first and see if he ends up losing overall because of that. I think it was just 2. I'm not sure if he took no tires, but I think he just got right. Yeah, he's looking good right now for sure. Typical been out front. They're Billy all night. Gets great restarts too. See if he can get that same restart off his top line this time. Assuming you meant typical. Sludge is looking pretty good too. He's gonna have to clear some traffic. Like 16 is gonna be able to get out there. Typical is allowed to drop right in behind him. This is 39 right there. Why can't I find it? Oh, it's Shady up there. Shady up there in the top 3. Let's get a couple moments on Shady's car here for a minute. He's under fire though with that 7 and that 54. That was 7, bringing it way low there, getting a little squirrely. This front 3 going to drive away. Shady going to bring it down. Oh, he gets the apron just a bit. That's going to hurt him there. Thought he was going to dive it in under typical there. He's going to get swarmed now. He can get back in a rhythm there. Oh, and they're going to hit. The 39 is in the wall. Oh, no. I'm not quite sure if that'll cause a caution. I don't think so. That's too bad. I think it was either 54 or the 7. And Sheedy got into it there. Typical going to go for that lead. Don't want to switch the camera quite yet and lose it. They are just in front. It's like Typical getting clear. Now let's try to get to that. Before was right on his bumper on of the 16, and that's going to cause him to get loose. Oh, and someone, I think, just cranked that pit road wall. I'm not quite sure if he got it, but it looked like it. It's like Sludge is getting back to the front. He's working this 16. I believe that's AJ. Hopefully some more excitement to start this this run for sure. It's too bad with Shady there though. Up there in top 3 having a great run and a little tap. Something went wrong and he got up into the wall. I think that caused him to drop right to the back of these guys now. Yeah, I think we're seeing him way off in the distance there. That's too bad. Wouldn't be damaged. Just hitting the wall just slowed him that enough. Everyone was that amount. Everyone was allowed to get by him. Well, let's see if he can work his way back up. He's been running pretty much top 5 all night, top 6. See if he can get back in there. JD going to drop below, let these guys go by. He was caught up in an earlier accident. I think that first one there with the 98 to start the stage. And with the 92. Well, there's the 2 picks. Billy took the 22. I took the 1, and they're battling bumper to bumper here for the lead. Now we'll see if Sludge has a little bit of payback for a tap Typical gave him earlier. Oh, he's going to get right to the bumper there. See if these guys will play nice. If it was just an accident or Sludge is a little upset. We'll see. He is right on him there. Going to give him a bit of space in the turn. A little bit of a run. See how these boys get into 3 and 4 here. Oh, he's on him there. See if we can get his overhead view of these two. See the gaps. Oh, he's on his bumper there. Shot provided by our PTI Motorsports blimp up in the sky. Oh, Sludge gonna get the wall a little there. He's right back up on Typical though. That one is fast down these straightaways. He can never get under the 22. Oh, he's gonna give him back the bumper just a little bit. I believe I hear 3rd place creeping in back there too. I could be mistaken. But the 1 really gains through this front stretch. Gets right to his bumper. If he can get under him through turn 1 here, he might be able to make a move, but he just can't quite get there. Just a touch of bumper again. Oh, he's going to clip that wall again though. See one more of these gains. Like, look at that exit off of 4. He gains so much speed coming down the front. A good shot of showing that right here. Oh, he's going to make... Oh, he thought twice there. I thought for sure he was making that move. Look at that exit speed. He just gained so much down the front stretch. Then has nowhere to go, though, with it. Getting over here to 1. If he can get side by side coming in at a turn 4 and have that speed coming up there, he'll be able to clear him if he wanted to. One more shot of his front stretch and we'll get back to the interview. Definitely gains there down the straightaways. Got a little bit of a pack forming up, the 3 of them back there, and 3rd, 4th, and I think it must be 5th. I don't know if these guys lapped anyone yet. I don't think so. They're going to be coming to the pits here within a lap or 2. A great battle with these two. Let's see if they pit at the same time. Maybe one goes in. Looks like that could be a signal down there of a car or just a lap car getting out of the way. Wait, going to bring it in first. Sludge going to stay out one more. Car getting a little squirrely back there. I'm not sure if that was the 47 or if that was someone else. So we'll see the difference. This should gain. Here goes Sludge signaling. It should gain typical about a second or so for this lap, I'd say. But this will give Sludge the 1 lap fresher tires. I'd say a lot of people are going to be bringing them in here. But that second, well, first technically, first, third, second, or third. Typical's just leaving his box now. 22 is the wrong way, the wrong angle, that's for sure. This guy's going to bring it out. Looks like everyone's on pit road. These guys, I think, just came out. Not sure if JD had already pitted. But we saw him a little slow earlier. So he might be able to go a little bit longer here. I'm not sure that'll cycle him to the lead or not. It's probably a lap and a half down or so if he pitted earlier. So let's see how this shakes up. We got Typical here. He's up to speed. There's Sludge coming around. Typical going to have a ton of speed here off of 2. So they're going to get a pretty good gap. Well, I would say a bit of clean air that Sludge will have now. And the way he was exiting 4 into, he should be able to get back up there. So 1 lap fresher tire. See if that's that little bit of edge he needs to get by Typical. Not quite sure the gap they got. I'm guessing about 8/10 or so. .32 to go. See if we can tell from this angle. Smoke back there too, also with lap pressure tires in the leader. So we got 1.3 back to Sludge, and then another 1.5 seconds or so back from Sludge to Smoke. And then another 2 seconds back from Smoke to AJ, and 4 seconds back from AJ to Chris. Oh no, I guess they're not all that. Sludge is second, 1.3, and Smoke's 2.8, AJ 4.4, and Chris 8.4 from Typical. Down to 30. There. Clicking these laps off pretty quick. Looking around the green flag stops in the Bristol race. Happening right now. Busher leading that race with Harvick and Hamlin. second and third, and Chastain and Custer rounding out that top 5. 54 of 125 in stage 2, 180 of 500 in the race. Looks like Sludge is closing in. He's picked up a couple tenths now. He's down to 1.1, down to 1 second now. About 12 more laps in this run. So if he's clicking a tenth a lap, he'll get there. He's already down to 9.9, so he is definitely coming. Smoke hasn't really gained, but Sludge definitely has been gaining. He's down to an 8 tenths now. You can see the distance has been cut in half. Sludge did look faster before. It just couldn't get the line. Couldn't get a clear. Oh no, he just hit the wall good there though. He's down to 0.6. See if that'll hurt him. But he is definitely quicker on the exits. That did cost him a tenth, that wall there. Ooh, another tenth. But I'm sure once he gets it gathered back, he'll get back up there. He's looking like he's just a little bit quicker than typical right now. He's moving back in the right direction. Smoke's starting to gain now on typical as well. AJ holding the same pace he was, 4.5, and Chris is just slipping a little bit. I'd go through the field a bit, but I don't think there's much going on. And don't want to miss this. He is there. He's 0.3, 0.4 now. He's definitely there when he catches the wall again. It looked like there. That could have just been the game showing it that way, but. Not sure Typical is going to be able to hold him off this time. Yeah, he's going to get under on this time. Beautiful turn right there. Looks like he's going to clear him down that backstretch and get the nice line into 3 and 4. Oh, not sure. Something happened there. Typical jumped over to the left pretty sporadically there. I don't know if he saw Sludge hit the wall there or scraped it or something. But we do have a new leader finally in this race. Hey Billy, there's my pick out front now. Typical fighting back, but that one car to the number 1 position. Whoever picked him must be a genius. Well, Typical is battling pretty good to get back to that point. Have a lap car coming up here soon. That might play a little bit of a factor, as they still got 22 to go. 5 more or so in this fuel run. But there is no fuel strategy needed in this part, so they are going to be moving pretty hard. They're not going to be holding nothing back. Billy's thinking he's saving tire. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Sludge was looking pretty fast though with that previous run. He just couldn't get around him. I thought Sludge would have driven away a little bit more here, but Typical was able to hang in that draft and stay with him. I'm not sure if that Sludge trying to break the draft there, or if just that's the line he wants. But he could be saving some tire. We'll just have to wait and find out, my man. We know they don't have to save gas. Look at that pit stops within a lap or two. And now, if Sludge does the same thing, he'll come out a little bit further back maybe, but he'll have 2 lap fresher tires if he does that same strategy. And we saw him catch up to Typical pretty quick there with those newer tires. So I was imagine he would do the same. Be interesting to see if they pit together this time, though. Not sure if Typical is getting the same fuel mileage as these other guys. I was talking to him earlier before the race, and I noticed today he's working a little bit on getting the gear that would maybe not burn as much fuel. I'm not sure if he got that worked out. Maybe that's why he's pitting a lap earlier. He might not be getting the same amount of gas. But we'll see. Been like that. I'd say the next lap could be here, coming up where they'll be pitting. Yeah, I would say this lap, Typical's going to have to bring it in. He's going to get that lead back, though. There's the signal. Sludge is definitely staying out a lap here. I'm kind of liking the strategy by Sludge because he does seem to have a little bit quicker of a car. And he's going to have those fresher tires once again. I think he might be able to stay out too here. We are at 18 remaining in the race. So it's going to pit it on this one. Makes a very distinctive pit signal. And I believe Smoke probably be bringing it in this time as well. I'd say everyone's coming in this lap again. I don't even really see anyone back there. There's finally a car coming into the picture. Let's go take a look. Most of them are already in the pits. Just Chris. I think I just saw the 22, if that's even a number in the race, come out. There's your leader. Scott Pilot. JD still out there fighting. Yeah, 22. That's Typical. What am I thinking? Mixed up with the numbers from all these different nights from racing with them, and then broadcasting last night, and then tonight. Everyone's always in a different car, so I forget the numbers sometimes. Yeah. Forgive me, please. Let's go back to JD for a sec. We got Typical right behind him. Here comes the leader, Sludge. Seemed not to be the leader. Alright, so there's Typical, and he doesn't really have much. I think he had a better, bigger gap last time they went off that cycle there, that one extra lap that Sludge took. Have to see in a second here if we got to switch over from Typical about the times. At 15 to go. So we definitely know that Sludge can get there. Going based off what happened in the last run, Typical might not be he's not holding back anymore this time. He might have been holding back a little bit that last run. Billy seems to think he was probably saving tires. No point in saving them now. As long as they're still got air in them when you get to the finish line. That's all you need to get that checker. Get back to Sludge again, see that view of closing. He's at 1.1 seconds back. Smoke is 5 seconds back. AJ is 8.7 and Chris is 14. So not gonna have to worry about those guys. It's gonna come down to these two. They are catching some lap traffic. Looks like Typical has a pretty clear racetrack in front of them for quite a while. I'd say the next car is in the middle of just probably getting into 4 or 3 right now, so. Yeah, they're just about getting to the line, the next cars. So they shouldn't come into play. Sludge brought it down to 0.8. He's gonna be back there. We are gonna get a battle for this lead. They are down to, I think, 12 laps to go. 12 laps to go. 0.7 is the gap, and closing fairly quickly. It's going to catch that draft here any time now. Pick up another 10th, and another 10th. Everyone else holding the same pace pretty much. Chris slipping a little bit, but still holding on to that top 5. I'm not sure where's anyone behind him. I don't really want to leave this action right here because I'm pretty sure everyone's fairly strung out according to the mini map on typicals. There's a pack at the start-finish line that's coming in exiting 2 right now. That's fairly close, but I don't think it's worth going back there because Sludge is on typical now. Be interesting to see if the first time I ever get to talk to Sludge is interviewing him for a dub. That would be interesting. Well, looks like Ryan Truex is out of the race in the real Bristol. He's definitely out of the car. Here we go. They're together again. These two have not been able to get rid of each other all night. Camaro versus Ford. Ooh, Sludge going to get that line here coming into 3. So Typical going to keep it down there, though, and maintain that lead. At least for now. Get you guys a lap count here in just a second. 7 laps to go. And 6.5. Not a whole lot of change yet. Sludge is right there behind Typical. He's pretty much stayed in line, bumper to bumper with him. I don't know if he's just waiting until the last couple laps to make a move, or maybe he can't make a move. Typical's running a good line. Oh, he's going to hit the wall there a bit, though. That is going to allow Sludge to get underneath. Get this lead back. That could be a costly mistake right there. See if he can battle back and get that first place spot back. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to with Sludge with those better tires. I think I might have commentator cursed him. We got the chat spammer back in here. A couple different lines right there. I know Typical is going to be fighting for this. We got 3 to go. I'm sure he's upset with himself about hitting that wall. So he's going to bring it down, break that draft a bit. He's doing everything he can to break that draft. Not give Typical that little bit of extra speed. Oh, Typical with a great exit there. Oh, he couldn't get it to him, though. I thought he was going to get by a door-to-door with him there. So he's going to bring it down, protect that bottom. I'm not sure. Typical's going to be able to make a move. We're coming to the white flag right now, though. Here we go, last lap. Checkers are records now. I'm going to bring it down one last time. Lock that draft. It's like a good turn there. A couple exits. Looks like Sludge should be able to hold on to this. So Typical going to send it, though. He didn't have the clearance, and that is going to give Sludge the win right there on his first race in PTI. Great effort right there. A little slip up by Typical might have cost him that W, but nevertheless, Sludge was fast all night. And he was able to come out with the victory with, I think, a pass with like 3 to go. Gets the job done. And that's pretty awesome. This will be the first time I ever get to finally talk to Sludge, and I get to do it. Interview him for a win. That is awesome. Congratulations to Typical as well. For second, I'm not sure who finished third. I think it would be Smoke, probably. And then I think it was AJ in fourth and Chris in fifth. I don't have a sheet here or any info about the finishing order. Typical stream ended pretty quick. Well, we'll try to get these guys up in the booth and get an interview from these top three. Hopefully, got to get one in an interview in with Sludge there. It's a great battle between those guys. Let me just get the message to these guys. Top three. It's a booth. I have to make sure, too, that Sludge has his audio shareable. I'm pretty sure Typical and Smokes will. So there's your lap times. Sludge with the fastest. Typical second and Smoke third when it comes to lap times. Well, I have to get a confirmation on who third was. I believe it was Smoke. Yeah, that was a great race there, Billy. By those two, man, they battled it out the whole race. Pretty much took off from the on that one. How do I get them in here? I'm not friends with him, I don't think yet. I know I can, once I get Smoke in here, I'm sure we can get, or once we get someone in here, see if I could. Yeah, maybe Typical. Okay. Typical, can you get Sludge in here? I don't have him as a friend. No? Oh, you can't? Okay, perfect. Typical, good battle, man. We'll get to you in a sec, but that was entertaining. Who was third? Was that Smoke?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we got Sludge, we got Typical. We just need Smoke. Let's see if I can get him in here. It's gonna make me go all the way to the bottom of the list. You got Smokes? All right, perfect. All right. All right. Well, let's give him a second to get in here and we'll get started. Great racing though tonight. A few moments of anxiety, but other than that, pretty solid racing. Got Smoke in here now. Just give him a sec to make sure. Hey, Sludge, just in case too, make sure your voice is unshareable.
I'm allowed.
All right, perfect. Smoke, do you got us? I think that's in there. My mic always takes a second to chime in. Hey, Smoke, you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you, buddy. Well, you were battling a bit for the front of the pack there, but those front two were pretty quick. But you were also pretty quick throughout the night. Tell us about your race. Good top three.
Yeah, the car was really good actually. Just I don't know what happened there before that last caution. There was that big wreck. Had to come from the back. By the time I got back up there, they were already gone.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, yep. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened with you. I just saw you kind of scrape the wall a touch. It looked like, and
Yeah,
then
my
you
screen.
were
I
twirling.
think I lagged because the whole field wrecked on my screen.
Yeah,
So
you definitely
I
collected a
think I
few.
must have lagged.
Yeah, maybe so. I saw you scrape the wall a bit, and then I switched the camera, and you were spinning, and I think
Yeah,
you got the 8 and the 92 for sure.
yeah. It was good. Car was fast, but we didn't win the sled and I was in the typical as well. And everybody else. It was a fun race.
Yeah, it looked like a good time out there. Right on. Well, yeah, you definitely had a quick car and brought home a top three. So congratulations on that. I know you were a little worried about the car tonight, but looks like it performed pretty well.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We had a good one.
Right on. Well, congratulations on the top three, my man.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, we have our second place finisher, which was leading most of the night, but little slip up at the end might have cost him that win. But we got typical here in second place. How was the car tonight, man? You look fast all night.
Yeah, it was a really good car. He had a better long run car than I did, and he stuck behind me when he could have passed me most of the time. And I made the gear change before the race, and it slowed my car down off the exit, but it was better in the corners. And he was able to get me off exit almost every time. And yeah, I don't know. I couldn't really do nothing about it. I was trying to make tire and wedge adjustments all race
Yeah.
to be able to stick with him, which it worked well in the last stage when I pitted a lap early, which
Yeah.
I was trying to prevent that when I made that gear change, but
Hmm.
it did it anyway, and it killed me. But
Yeah, I mentioned
he
that.
had a really good car.
Yeah. Yeah, he was exiting the corners really fast. He was gaining everything back on exit, pretty
Yep.
much on both sides of the track. There was a couple things I want to ask you. First, I was wondering about the gas, if you were having to come in a lap earlier than those guys because of the gas, or you were just
I
choosing
think
to?
so. No, yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
That's why I made that gear change, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to, and it ended up killing me anyway because it didn't change anything.
No.
So
Um, yeah. And the other thing I was going to ask you was there was a little bit of a bump that you gave Sludge. I think it was in stage two. Got him just a bit in the corner and sent him up to the wall. He lost some time, but he was able to get pretty much back to you almost. Um,
yeah, that was completely on accident. I didn't mean to bump up the track. I apologize at least 10 times, even
yeah,
after the stage.
I didn't think it was any intent there. It didn't look even that bad, but it just where you
No, I
got him
barely
at
even
that
bumped
spot.
him, and
Yeah,
it just sent him, man. I don't know. I didn't mean
yeah,
to.
it didn't look that bad on the stream. But yeah, it sent him up to pretty good. I think he lost the spot to AJ, but then was able to get it back. But
Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
yeah, just
And
didn't
that
think there was
mistake when I
any
hit the
issue.
wall, of course, I'd mess up at the end and throw it away, and then
Yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna get to too. Was you were leading with, I think it was 3 to go when that happened. Did you just get a little loose off exit, or
no, I just misjudged it,
no? Just
and
yeah,
yeah. And then
that's it.
the second to last lap, I went to go under him off of turn two, and it got loose. So
Yeah,
I wasn't able to recover on the last lap.
no, yeah, he was putting some pretty good pressure on you. It seemed
Yeah.
as soon as he got back to you, he was all over you.
Yeah, I was trying to protect the bottom and make him run the high side so we can even out on tires a little bit.
Hmm.
But it was an overall good race, and he had the better car, obviously, so he deserved the win. But it was a good race.
How was that high side out of 4, 3 and 4? Was it good up there?
No, three. No, I couldn't get. I only ran that because I couldn't get my car to stick to the bottom.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Yeah.
Well, nevertheless, it was a good, solid race. You led a bunch of laps. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get it done with a little slip at the end, but they still got a top two. So congratulations on that. And
Yeah. What is that, like 3 or 4 in a row?
it could be, but hey, you keep running up front every week, and you'll eventually be in that victory lane. So just keep at it, my man.
Yep, thank you.
All right, welcome. All right, brings us to our winner, Sludge. Sludge, this is the first time I get to finally talk to you. I've heard your name mentioned quite a few times. I've heard a lot about you, all good things too. Um, I ended up actually picking you for the win tonight on your debut, and you got it done. Billy actually picked Typical, and the two of us are kind of battling it out as well with you. But great race, Sludge. You had a fast car there. Just tell us about your race and how you got that done.
Well, first, before I say anything, I want to say thanks to Nick Lovin. He's been like a mentor throughout this whole racing deal. We got connected earlier in the years. He pretty much just helped me out. Try to do this, try to do that through the years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big win for him. But yeah, I totally had an excellent fast car. It might have been a little tight on the early run because I wasn't for sure how the tires are gonna affect on the long run. But no, it was a good tight battle between Tickle and I, and then bump too on the early stages. But yeah, on the long runs, it just came in. It just got my rhythm, and I got to Typical a lot of times on the long run, and there's point in times where I try to pass him, and he gets that runoff sometimes off exit. But all in all, it was an excellent car.
Yeah, it looked good all night. Even with that one moment there where you and Typical got into a bit and you got shuffled back just a bit, you were able to drive pretty much get back up there. The stage ended before you can get fully there, but definitely had a fast car. Which I was seeing a lot was you seemed, especially in longer runs, like really good off the exits of both corners. Seemed to get right back, especially off of four. You were really gaining on down that front stretch, and I don't know if you were trying to stay behind them or just couldn't get underneath them to carry that momentum, but you were gaining on them a lot. You had a really fast car for sure.
No, after the whole deal between Typical and I, in turn 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, whatever it was, I'm not going to say it was heated. I was a little upset, but it was a racing deal.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if people realize when you're racing, there's like probably a foot invisible wall type deal in front of your car.
yeah,
If you get close enough, you think you're not hitting them, but technically you are when you watch the car jerk to the right or jerk to the left, 1 and 2, or
yeah,
whatever. It's just people don't realize that, but I'm not saying it's his fault. It's this radio. But during stage 3, I just gave him the little bumper and say, "Hey, hello, I'm here again, so don't do that again."
yeah.
And
I
then I
definitely
was trying
saw
to
the
put,
little tap. It was a nice, clean tap. Didn't really move them.
yeah.
Just
So I
hello, you know.
bumped it. I was like, "Hello," like Day of Thunder.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
here.
I
But
was wondering that too, actually, if there was going to be a little bit of payback, or a little revenge, if you
no,
were heated at all about that. But that little tap, that was a good little tap, just enough.
no. During the stage 3, I was just trying to push him so we can get it pull away from the pack, and
Hmm.
we battle out at the end. And then at the end, I was like, "Okay, my tires, I can make it an extra lap. My tires are fine. I can make a full fuel run." I was hoping when I took the lead, I was gonna break the draft so he doesn't save or whatever. So I've been doing that when took the
Yeah,
lead.
yeah,
I was trying to play the game of this tire game because I wasn't for sure he's gonna make it or not because by pitting a lap before I did.
yeah,
So then, but yeah, just had a good long run car and somehow I kept it in front of Typical.
yeah. It was a good battle. I pretty much kept it on you guys for most of the race because once seemed like a couple laps after the restarts, people were getting strung out a bit, and there wasn't a whole lot going on. But there was points too. I think when Smoke was pushing you, and when you guys were together, you were really fast. I thought you were going to get around Typical earlier, but then you guys kind of broke apart a little bit from each other. Um, but it was entertaining at the front the whole night. Really, there was moments when Typical, especially on restarts, was able to get away, but you just kept coming back. You and Smoke there Like there were some great battles between the three of you guys all night. So heck of a job to get through that little incident and get back to the front. I think was it. Oh no, that was the 16 that made that one pit move. I think with two tires or something. Did you do that at one point? Take two tires or?
I did. I sure
Yeah, you
did. I
did.
took
Yeah,
two
yeah,
tires. Stage one, the first stage one, I took two tires because I was watching my tires,
yeah,
and I I heard Typical said he was pitting, so I signaled myself, and I just want to make sure everybody knew because I don't know if I said it loud enough in the chat, so I
yeah,
signaled down below and went in, took two, and I was surprised Typical or Smoke or anybody else took two, and I was lucky enough to have a lap from the Typical at the green checker.
yeah.
Because
That was.
he would have got me for sure.
Yeah, he was gaining fast. A couple more laps, and he was there. I was watching the ticker. He gained a good 4 seconds in those last few laps.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so he was definitely coming. The stage ended just in time. I forgot. That's right. You did end up winning that first stage because of that move. So good move. Like I said, great race all night. Great car. You had some adversity to get through, and you got through it all. Made a pass with 3 to go and got the win. So congratulations, winning on your debut here too in PTI, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I've. Yeah, it's the first time I think I've
Yep.
ever even
The
talked to you.
debut.
Yeah.
I was on vacation for the first couple of races, so
Yeah.
I was out of state. But yeah, I'm
Right
ready
on.
to.
Well, you're back now and making your presence known. So look out for the rest of the field. I think you'll have some. I think Billy will be back probably for this race too next week. So have a little bit more competition next week too.
If he's listening, Billy, if you're listening, I'm gonna bump you a little bit because you didn't pick me to win. If you're listening,
Yeah, yeah, he went with
just,
typical.
just kidding.
Yeah.
I
I
had
guess
to,
I got jinxed. That's what happened.
yeah. I like to take when someone's making their debut. I like to pick them, and I heard a lot of good things about you, Sludge, and that I just never got the chance to really race with you or ever even talk to you yet. So hey, it's a good time, man. Your first race here, you get your first win. First time I get to talk to you, get to interview in victory lane. So good stuff, my man.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You two typical. Good race between you boys tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll wrap it up for us tonight on PTI Motorsports Xfinity Series. Congratulations to our winner once again, Sludge, in second place, typical, and third was Smoke. Congrats to the rest of the guys that raced tonight. I'm not quite sure where we are at next week. Let's see if I can pull up the schedule real quick. Let's see.
Darlington.
At Darlington. It looks like we're at Darlington next week. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Um, I would suggest the guys work on their car a little bit for Darlington because it can get pretty grueling out there. So,
And
again, if everyone out there, thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. If you could subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video, it'd be greatly appreciated to help this channel grow and bring you guys some more great racing. But until then, until next week, on Friday at 8, we'll be bringing the Cup Series again. And then Saturday at 8 for the Xfinity Series. So until then, my name's Ingletown11, and thanks for tuning in, and congratulations to all our racers, but special congratulations to Sludge on his debut, getting his first win on his first night here in PTI. So congrats to him, and thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday at 8. Thanks. See ya.